the Four Muskateers version of the Northern Illinois movie for social studies. We will be touring different areas such as the township of Elizabeth and Galena, and also other areas like the Apple River Fort and the Driftless Zone. Enjoy the movie, and don't forget to suck up to Mrs. Hamlet.
'Cause she's the bestest and prettiest and smartest and coolest teacher in the world.
The Apple River Fort was usually built in May of 1832 when the men and women of the Apple River settlement, now Elizabeth, learned of Black Hawk's route of the Illinois militia at the Battle of Stillman's Run on May 14th. Here's a lovely model of the fort, which we will soon be going to see. And then there's the giant Kelly. At the Apple River settlement, the settlers formed a militia under Captain Clackstone and built a fort, which they completed by May 22nd. On June 24th, Black Hawk and some 200 warriors attacked the Apple River fort. Inside were 45 men, women, and children. The men kept up a steady stream of fire, aided by the women who molded musket balls and loaded weapons. The battle raged for about 45 minutes. Then Black Hawk, thinking the fort heavily armed, abandoned the battle, raiding the nearby cabins for supplies as he and the warriors departed. The next day, at the Second Battle of Kellogg's Grove, the arrival of the U.S. Army troops forced Black Hawk to flee north into Wisconsin. Finding his band there hungry and disheartened, Black Hawk decided to lead his followers west across Wisconsin and back into Iowa. Pursued by the army and the militia, Black Hawk's band struggled onto the Mississippi at the mouth of the Bad Axe River. The Black Hawk War ended on August 2nd, when the Indians were caught between the steamboat Warrior, which had been sent upriver from Prairie du Chien, and the army troops. Of the 1,200 who had started out with Black Hawk, only about 150 survived. Yeah.
This is a lovely statue of a frontier woman. We like to think that this is Elizabeth, from which this town is named, but we really don't know.
This is a lovely sculpture of Black Hawk.
He knows what you're thinking.
This is the Apple River Fort in the township of Elizabeth.
This is the weaponry chamber. This is where the soldiers would stay in the upper floor, and then they would also fight and stuff in both the upper and lower floors.
Well, I'm gonna do it. This is the storage house where the settlers would keep their food and food
And clothing.
and food.
This is the housing area where the settlers would stay during the night.
And during the day.
And sleep.
It's where the women and children would cook and play.
Notice the American flag. It only has 20 stars for the 20 states.
Now we're going to do a brief reenactment of the battle.
Dude.
Pow!
Pow pow!
Pow!
Pow pow!
Pow!
This is really dumb.
Pow!
Can I have the stand? Sure.
Pow! 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 Never let go, Jack!
Big old toady boy. You smoke a peace pipe. Be gone.
Well, that wasn't very historically accurate because Black Hawk's group and the settlers really didn't smoke the peace pipe. But that's a wrap anyways.
Who could it be? Welcome to the township of Elizabeth. This is the historic district. Now I'm going for a walk down the street, so has anyone seen my walking stick? Here we are on the lovely streets of Elizabeth.
There's a guy.
Hang down. Yep, there's a guy. Woohoo! And it needs to focus. Ooh, pretty truck. And then downwards, there's the clothes closet, and off we go. This was previously known as the Apple River Settlement. Giggle, giggle. And giggle, giggle. And potatoes. We're going to interview the owner of Bishop's General Store now. Welcome to Bishop's General Store. Here are a few little thingies on the shelves. Nice and rustic.
Cookies 5 cents.
Cookies 5 cents. And I got that already. Let's go. Okay, here is Mr. Bishop. So, can you tell us how the store was originated? Like, why it was started?
Well, my dad came down from Dodgeville, Wisconsin, and he started a store over there where Stumpy did, over across the street, and he did pretty well there. And he had overcoats and jackets and all that kind of stuff. And so he was there for about 5 years, and then he came over here and built this building. He had a lot of faith in this town. Are you all grandchildren? Or he wouldn't have invested as much money as he did. But he built the store, and he put upstairs we had the movies. We had the movies there, and they were the silent movies in them days. But they had quite a few people went to the movies upstairs. And we also had dances up here about once a week. We had a good little 4-piece band here in Elizabeth, and they used to play for him, and they'd have a lot of good time. And a lot of the kids from school would come up here and dance and have a good time.
So, how long have you lived here?
Well, I was born down the street here.
Oh.
And I've been here ever since. I was in the service for 4 years, and I worked at Penny's in Rockford for a number of years before I went in the service. So,
Okay.
that's all I can think of.
Okay, well, thank you for your time.
Yeah, okay. I hope it's...
And here we are at Cammie's church. Well, I don't own it, but yeah. Up the wall we go. Pretty stained glass windows. Go. This is the first church built in Elizabeth. It was built in 1871. Next we'll be going to the First Presbyterian Church. Instead of going to the First Presbyterian Church, we went to the Photo and Video Center instead. This is where one of the older citizens of Elizabeth runs her little shop, and now we're going to do an interview with her. Okay, this is Irma. She runs the video store, and we're going to ask her a few questions now. How did this store originate?
Well, it's been here about 4 years, and it came here we brought it here when the pharmacy was closed. We had, at the pharmacy, we had videos and photo finishing and film, and when the pharmacy was closed, we brought those 3 things and opened this little shop.
How long have you lived in Elizabeth?
Long time.
Okay.
Came from Rockford a long time ago.
Oh, that's cool. We're from Rockford. I'm sure the kids at school will be happy to hear this.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, wait.
Videos.
We are preparing to climb the Terror Tower of Death. Some say you can see 3 states from it. Others say you can't. Let's find out. It's so far away. So high. Here we are at the top. Just kidding.
It's actually the top. I know, it's amazing, isn't it?
To your right, you can see the town of Elizabeth.
How sweet.
That's where we just were.
Oh my god.
Not. Boing. So, can you see the states yet? This here is Illinois. Over here, I assume, is Iowa. So, over there, where all those people are, I think, is possibly Wisconsin. But there's no way of knowing. Pretty trees! It is the season of color. This is like, wow, it's like the most colorful weekend of the whole fall season, as Cammie's dad puts it. This is the driftless zone. In Joe Daviess County, that is the only place in northern Illinois where the glaciers did not come. Note the difference between Joe Daviess and Rockford. It's all hill. And now we enter the driftless zone roller coaster. That's a little bit of flat area. Shoot, there's Woo! Ow! Ah, there goes the camera. Stupid visor! And one more. And now it's over. Here we are at the takeoff of the hunt, the first part of the equestrian session of the movie. Here is a horse. There's another horse. There's a person. Imagine that. And there's another person.
Hounds.
Go over there. Look at that one. That one's cool. That's my favorite. Which one? The black one. Wait, there's one right there. No, not that one. Up. I can't. Oh, wait, hold on. And turn towards the back is Mary's favorite horse, black horse. And we're looking for hounds, and we're not finding any hounds. And oh, there are the hounds. And here's a hound, and they're all so cute. But okay, the object of the fox hunt is not to catch a fox, but just to chase it and go and have a blast and get knocked off your horse. And ooh, here's a cute one over here. Aw, isn't she cute? Oh, wait, there's one right there. and there's a bunch more. Wow. And that's the end of this footage. No, it isn't. Oh. We'll also be getting a bit of the horse show, if we can. That Mary is so elegantly riding in. Mary is so elegantly riding in. And so is Cammie. There's a coot one. Ooh, hi there.
Look at the point.
Hey, there's another coot one.
Look at the pointing.
This one's coot though. Pointing, huh?
Pointing. They're pointing.
Legs. Okay, I think we've taped enough. Okay, recording. Here we are at a horse show. We have to be quiet. Okay, number 204 is Mary, and she's doing the posting trot. Following up pretty soon is Cammie, and in the words of me, I'm going to do a walk track canter. We'll also get some footage of that.
Lisa Rogerwall on Sadie. Number 204, Mary Turberry on Speculation. And 209, Amanda Williams on Happening.
Come on, horsey, let's go. Oh yeah, she's on Speculation. Isn't he pretty? This is part of the Galena Pony Club of Northern Illinois. Obviously Galena, which is where we're going to be going next, but that's okay. I hope you can hear me. That was stupid.
Riders walk your
She's trotting, yeah. She's getting judged for it too. Doesn't she look good?
And eventually she's going to canter.
Yeah, she's riding Speculation, or as we like to call him, Spec.
She's gonna beat Mary.
Yeah.
Got Cantor next.
And there she goes.
Come on.
Oh, right. There goes the other horse.
There you go.
Oh, isn't that pretty? And there we have Cammy.
It's a good canter. And notice how she's still wearing her purple sweatshirt.
She doesn't take it off ever. She lives in that sweatshirt. Hello, Speck.
Goodbye, Speck.
All right, good riding.
I don't know. Here she comes to save the day. Here comes this famous rider to get her ribbon.
Not yet.
Oh, now she'll get her ribbon. Soon.
Hopefully.
Come on. Speck looks bored.
In second place, rider 206.
Oh,
Woodruff on
that's
Woo,
Cammy.
go Cammy!
Remember,
She got second out of 574 people. Go Cammy! She comes in triumph.
walk, trot, canter.
Ooh! Show us that smile, Cammy. That Colgate smile.
Bring him up.
That's President Grant's house. It's on a big hill.
bogus. We're too cheap to pay to get in, so you're just gonna have to live with just seeing the outside.
Here we are at Grant Park in Galena.
This is a large statue of the 18th president, President Grant. And there's Cammy, Kelly, and Leah. Now, who is Grant?
Grant, our citizen.
Notice the weaponry all around the park. Now go do something really weird. Also notice the quaint little town of Galena. So notice the loot.
This is Paul, and he owns the Candy Kitchen in Galena, and he's going to tell us how the store originated.
He's using Jif creamy peanut butter too.
Right now I'm using Jif peanut butter to make peanut butter cups.
Wait. Peanut butter cups in a bowl. And now we'll go back up to him.
Okay. And the store was here in 1974. That's when it was established. And I'm third generation candy maker. And my grandfather taught my dad how to make candy. And my dad taught me how to make candy. And my grandfather invented Chuckles.
Chuckles?
Candy that nobody's ever heard of anymore because they're pretty much
Gone.
out of style since the 1970s.
Aw. What were they?
They're jelly candy, and the recipe is hanging up on the wall in front of the store.
We'll have to get a shot of that.
But I've been doing this here for several years now, and I don't know what else to tell you.
Okay, thank you for your time. We're here at the Paint and Chisel Gallery, and we're not allowed to go inside with our camera, so we're just going to stand out here and zoom in. Also, right over
Pictures.
Pictures. Here, why don't you get some stuff over here?
I can't see. Oh, there. Okay.
It's a lady playing a flute. Only it's not a flute, I'm pretty sure.
It's some.
That's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And this is the art
And here,
gallery.
here's a nice picture.
I already got that.
Oh.
And there's Kelly and Leah, and it's raining, so we have to go. Toodaloo.
Here we are at the antique photo store, and we're going to ask him a few questions.
Yeah, Jim Martin's my name. I started this store in 1986 here in Galena. Come a long way. It's, well, what would you like to know?
Well, that was basically it.
That's basically it?
Yeah.
We gotta do better than that.
Um,
We have a 1-hour photo lab. We also self-film. We dress people up in the antique clothes for the costumes. And we raise cats.
yes.
Kitties.
A little bit of everything.
Cute
Those are
cats,
Himalayan
nonetheless.
kittens. The big fluffy one is Abigail, and the other one is Sammy. They're about 13 weeks old.
Aw.
You're so cute.
And how much do you sell them for?
They're 300 apiece.
Oh, that's not too bad.
They're
Okay, we
registered.
hand over the money.
No, they're nice babies.
Can I hold one?
Sure.
Could I?
Yeah, they kind of like that.
I'm going to. Oh. Now is the time that you can copy off my notes.
Monotone.
I know. The French were the first people here, including Julianne Dubuque, who started mining lead in Dubuque, Iowa. Mary spelled Dubuque wrong.
Keep going. Hurry up, we're running out of tape.
Miners from Iowa to Illinois in Elizabeth and Galena came before Revolution.
Oh, we're there. Oh.
Yeah, duh. They dug pits and mined lead. Wow.
Lead, oil, galena.
Lead ore and galena ore were in the water.
After the revolution, they
the
said,
government set up the mineral zone.
Oh,
Before Illinois became a state. Illinois was a state by 1818 when miners came in.
The Galena River used to be the fever river, but people didn't want to live there
because the name wasn't terribly attractive.
Custom House
has lead for foundation. If y'all ever go there, you'll see it. It don't even have none cracks in it.
Early mines were right next to the houses.
Many of the miners were Welshmen who came from Wales.
Some were Cornish, and very few women lived there.
How amazing.
Granny's already come home.
What was that, Granny?
I said wait till I've got the burning fox to read. 10,000 BC to 8,000 BC. Paleo Indians roamed the area, briefly occupied small camps of coniferous forests, subsisting on large game and wild elephants. Oh, sorry, that's wild plants. My glasses weren't adjusted right. 900 to 1500 AD. Indians in the Mississippi culture drove agricultural methods, built temple mounds and large fortified villages. Most of the settlements are abandoned prior to historical periods. Oh, that's historic period. 1673, French explorer Jacques Marquette, 1637-1675, and Louis Joliet, 1645-1700, descend the Mississippi to Arkansas River and return to Wisconsin via the Illinois River, except in France you don't say the S like the morons up in the East Coast always do. The first Europeans to reach the Illinois country. 1717, Illinois becomes part of the French colony of Louisiana. 1730, in a major battle, hostile foxes are massacred. Oh, that's Fox Indians. A massacre in East Central Illinois by French troops and Indian allies. 1763, French and Indian 7 Years' War ends. Illinois County is ceded to the British by the Treaty of Paris. 1800, Congress creates the Indian Territory. Oops, that's Indiana Territory, which includes Illinois.
You skipped one.
1811, the first coal mine in Illinois is opened in Jackson County, New Madrid, Missouri earthquake. The largest in United States history damages. Southern Illinois recurs 1812 when Tecumseh stomps his foot and says, when I stomp my foot, the ground's going to shake and the British will conquer the Americans.
Stomp your foot, Granny.
1818, Illinois becomes 21st state with Kaskaskia the capital, and Shadrach Bond. Shadrach Bond. 1773, 1832, the first governor, population of the state 34,607. Vandalia becomes the state capital. Galena becomes the center for lead mining. Black Hawk War ends with the Sauk and Fox Indians leaving the Illinois lands he had ceded in 1804. 1836, Galena and Chicago Union Railroads is chartered complete 12 years later. Illinois Grant, this is 1856, morons. Illinois Central Radio is completed between Chicago, Galena, and Carroll. 1868, Ulysses S. Grant, 1822 to 1885, Civil War general for Galena is elected president of these United States of America.
In the year 2080, 4 smart little girls make a multiple award-winning movie that gets them many extra credit points in social studies.
Oh wait, now girl.
movie?